Today, I want to speak to you about how to stop caring what other people think. And this, for me, is just a way to change your mindset and to not place so much value on what they're thinking and more value on yourself. And to me, this is a topic that really is really important, especially to me right now, because this is my first YouTube video, and this is definitely something that's taken me a really long time to put out there, because I was way too worried about what other people might think of me, whether I'll come across credible enough, whether I would be pretty enough to get so many views, whether anyone will actually listen to me, and whether I'll come across boring as well, because let's face it, we've all seen YouTube videos where we're like, what is going on here? Skip, skip. Okay, no, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. So those fears have completely overwhelmed me, and they are fears that I believe are not internal but have come from other people, or I've externalized them, i.e., no one's actually said that to me, because no one really knows that this is what I'm doing. But these are the things that I think people could possibly say to me. So not caring about what other people think is a really huge topic that I think we're all guilty of applying to our life. And I'm here to tell you that there are ways that we can try and get around this. And to be honest, I believe it stems from the need to feel accepted, the need to feel validated, the need to have permission to just be ourselves. And this has probably come from our childhood, and it's come from a place where we felt like someone had said something to us at school, probably, most likely, or even at home, and it kind of shunted us. And then we changed our behaviour because it was based on what someone else said to us. And I think we've all gone through it. We've all sat there and taken someone else's words to heart and really believed what they were saying. And all I want to say to you here is to give yourself permission to be yourself. That has to come from you. The acceptance has to come from you. Being validated has to come from you, because you want to be the best and the truest version of yourself. And that can only come from you, because how can you possibly let someone else tell you that this is you? Only you know that. And I would also like to get you to think about who decides whether you are worthy. And like just how I was saying before, do you decide that, or does someone else? And how does it feel when you let someone else decide whether you are worthy or not? And it makes me feel anxious. I feel really anxious if I let someone else have that much of an opinion of me and let it affect me so much. That really feels crap. So why do I keep allowing this to happen? When you think about it in retrospect, you're like, God, like, why was I so stupid? Honestly, it's not a criticism at all. But God, like, am I really allowing this bozo to say X, Y, and Z about me? Am I really allowing them to affect my life so much when I am in complete control of my life? What I'm not in control of is how someone else feels about me. And to think that I have control over them is kind of naive. And I just believe that once we let go of thinking we can control their behaviours, their opinions, and how they feel, we can truly start to just be ourselves. And the other thing I would like you to think about is, what would you regret more? Taking a job, or or making a decision that's so important to the rest of your life, and basing it on some outsider's opinion, or basing it on how you feel. And 6 years later, I don't know why I chose 6, but 6 years later down the line, what would you think? Would you think, oh God, I really shouldn't have listened to that person. I shouldn't have given them so much emphasis on my life. And this really takes me back to a quote that I saw, and to be honest, I actually heard in a podcast, and it was by a guy called Wes Moore, and he was speaking to Oprah, and he said, "Don't let people who don't matter too much matter too much," because let's face it, they don't have an impact on your life. You don't have an impact on their life. So what does it matter what they think? And that, for me, was a really, really powerful quote. So I wanted to leave you with this. I challenge you to accept yourself, to validate yourself, and to permit yourself to just being the truest version of yourself.